Bem-vindos ao nosso espaço, um mergulho profundo nos assuntos mais interessantes de esportes, ciências e temas gerais do momento. Aqui você vai encontrar conteúdo de qualidade, com análises empolgantes e descobertas fascinantes que vão expandir seus horizontes. Nossa missão é trazer informação relevante de forma dinâmica e descontraída. Queremos que você faça parte dessa jornada incrível de conhecimento e diversão. Se gostar do nosso conteúdo, não esqueça de deixar seu like e se inscrever no canal para não perder nenhuma novidade. Ative o sininho também. Aproveite!
If you love science, don't forget to like and subscribe. We live in a world saturated by noise. Traffic, machinery, constant digital alerts. The modern soundscape is a relentless cacophony that drowns out subtlety. But imagine stepping into a pocket of history where the ambient noise floor drops dramatically, revealing the acoustic signature of centuries past. These places aren't just visually stunning, they're sound fossils, architectural structures specifically designed, or at least inherently capable of, managing sound in ways we've forgotten. Ancient architecture often served as the ultimate noise-canceling technology. Consider the massive stone walls of a medieval monastery or a Roman basilica. These structures, built with materials far thicker and denser than modern drywall or glass, naturally filtered out low-frequency noise, precisely the kind generated by contemporary infrastructure like cars and heavy machinery. When you step inside, the sudden drop in decibels is physical, allowing for a unique auditory experience that preserves the historical context of silence and focus necessary for meditation, study, or religious observance. But the acoustic mastery of the ancients wasn't only about silence. It was frequently about amplification and clarity. For cultures reliant on oral transmission of knowledge and public performance, ensuring a voice could carry hundreds of feet without electronic assistance was a matter of cultural survival. This is where we look at the breathtaking precision of Greek and Roman theaters. The classic example is the theater of Epidaurus, built in the 4th century BCE. Even today, a whisper on the central stage can be heard perfectly in the highest of the 55 tiers, seating thousands of spectators. For decades, scientists puzzled over this acoustic miracle. Initially, they thought it was the wind, or perhaps the hard limestone seats. The truth, uncovered by researchers in the 21st century, is far more subtle and elegant. The stepped stone benches acted as a sophisticated acoustic filter. The geometry of the steps effectively absorbed or dampened low-frequency background noise, the murmur of the crowd, while reflecting high-frequency sounds, like the human voice, directly toward the audience. It was noise reduction and signal boosting, all wrapped into one piece of genius engineering. These structures turned the spoken word into a durable piece of sonic history. Contrast this with the grand, soaring vaults of a Gothic cathedral. Here, the acoustic intention was radically different. While a theater sought clarity, a cathedral sought atmosphere. The incredibly long reverberation times, sometimes exceeding 8 to 10 seconds, meant that a single note sung by the choir didn't just decay, it stacked and blended, washing the worshipper in a continuous, overwhelming sonic environment. This wasn't optimized for verbal communication, but for emotional transport. The architecture served the specific sonic tradition of Gregorian chant and polyphony. Listening to music in these spaces today, you are listening not just to notes, but to the preserved acoustic intent of the past. The architecture itself is performing the role of an effects processor, maintaining the exact auditory conditions necessary to understand how the sound world of the medieval worshipper or scholar truly felt. These sound fossils are invaluable. They teach us that acoustic design is just as critical as structural integrity in architecture. By understanding how ancient builders manipulated sound waves through geometry, material density, and deliberate spatial relationships, we gain insights into how they valued concentration, public address, and reverence. Whether they were crafting the perfect clarity of a Greek stage or the enveloping echo of a European chapel, ancient architects proved that silence and sound are not merely the absence or presence of noise, but critical components of human experience and historical preservation. They sculpted air and vibration with stone, leaving us these incredible pockets of preserved auditory history. For more incredible facts like this, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications.